Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, so we're back to talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey because Caroline Manzo, Jacqueline Larita is coming out and she's talking about what happened with her on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 4. She's also talking about Teresa Giudice potentially quitting, and we know about this Joe Gorga $110,000 bill. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't look the best, but obviously, with everything, we have Jacqueline Larita saying that Caroline Manzo is not well after the drama. We're hearing that she might even potentially be talking about a lawsuit, and this is all having to do with Brandi Glanville. Melissa drama, Kathy, obviously, she's sisters with Rosie. We remember them, and they were on the show. I don't even know what the hell is going on with them, but I do want to know, and I want to know about this bill that is apparently owed by Joe and Melissa. So before we jump into all of the drama, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So apparently Jacqueline Larita is now saying Caroline Manzo is not well after the Ultimate Girls Trip stuff. So now, hold on. I just want to talk about this for a second because she caught up with Carlos King. Carlos King caught up with her, whatever you want to call it. She said, I actually just reached out to her. She confirmed on the February 20th episode of Reality with the King. I reached out to her when stuff happened with Brandi. I know there's a lot that she can't talk about right now. Now, when Carlos wanted to know how Caroline was doing after her reported encounter with Brandi, which allegedly resulted in Brandi being sent home early, Jacqueline revealed that Caroline is not well. It was very traumatizing. I didn't push it too much. I just wanted to know that she was okay because originally I thought she beat her up or something happened. I think it's been hard for her. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Now, moving on to the never-ending saga of how Melissa Gorga actually joined the Real Housewives of New Jersey, which, can I just say really quick, we've been talking about this for a long ASS time. How did Melissa Gorga come on to the show? At this point, guys, it doesn't matter. She's been on the show for a long time. I don't even know what are we talking about at this point. She's been on the show. It doesn't matter. Did she go behind Teresa's back? Did she not? She's been here. She's not going anywhere. And as you could see from last season, when Joe Gorga stormed off the set and he was like, I quit, I quit, I quit, you can tell that Andy Cohen is not letting Joe Gorga, Teresa Giudice, Melissa Gorga, none of them, no one is going anywhere. This is a group of people who probably feel the most secure on the Real Housewives of anything, period. I remember Melissa was scared about that at one point. She didn't want Danielle to come out with what she had said to her, and she didn't tell me what she had said to her, but I can imagine what it all was, and that's what Jacqueline stated. This was after Jacqueline said she didn't know that Melissa had allegedly reached out to producers, but found out later that she had contacted Danielle. Now, according to Jacqueline, she believes that producers were intrigued by Teresa being so anti-Melissa, especially after seeing the sisters-in-law feud on Facebook over sprinkle cookies and hearing that Teresa told all of her castmates not to film with her. Teresa always used to say, while we were mic'd, don't talk to Melissa. She just wants her face on camera. She knew that Melissa was about, trying to just get the notoriety and get the fame out of it. So she didn't want her being noticed and on camera. But despite her efforts, as fans well know, Melissa was ultimately brought to the cast. And it was about a week before filming when Teresa found out. I remember the christening was going to be the first scene that they filmed. So Teresa was like, I'm not doing the show. I'm not filming with them. She was against it. That's how Jacqueline remembers it. I don't understand, though, if I'm really trying to kind of piece this together, what is the problem? Like, this has been an issue out of the gate. What is the actual problem? Is the problem the simple fact that your brother and Melissa wanted to be on a TV show that you were on? Because at the end of the day, I would think with my family, if my brothers and my sisters wanted to be on a show that I'm getting paid six figures, sometimes even seven figures, $1 million plus, whatever, I go on social media, I'm getting paid for social media, I'm getting paid to promote things. Why would you not want your family to be a part of that? That is the one thing that I'm just not, it's not adding up to me. I don't get it, especially from the jump. Like, what sense does any of this make? None to me. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. It keeps going. She kind of thought I'm just going to act like nothing's wrong on camera. And she went over to put her arms around them, like, hey guys. And then they were like, now you're being nice to us. They called her out on camera. If they wanted to come on the show and be peaceful, why do that? Mm. Looking back, Jacqueline said that Melissa and Joe were adamant about not wanting to hurt Teresa, all while they played victim to her. They had a lot of stories about how Teresa treated them and a lot of things. I think that they were upset that they were not included on the show when she was on the show. And so now they're like, we're going to get on our way. And although Kathy joined the cast at the same time, Jacqueline defended the way that she did so, claiming that she never intended to surprise her cousin Teresa with her addition. Kathy didn't say anything at first to Teresa because she didn't even know if they were going to pick her. And she didn't want to go through the whole interview process and then not get on and have to be like, they didn't pick me to be on your show. She was going to tell Teresa, but then she had gone away first and they were trying to decide, are we really going to do this? And then when she got back, Teresa had already found out. But years after the drama of season 3 and after the years of turmoil, Jacqueline enjoyed a lunch date with the former castmate Teresa, which she credits in part to Andy Cohen. Oh, we have Mr. Andy Cohen entering into the chat. Okay, hold on, hold on. Andy Cohen kept bringing up my name on Watch What Happens Live with Teresa, and I think it's time to end the war. And he would say things like bringing me up, and I heard her and a few different things where she was saying like she would talk to me. I knew it was there, but I didn't want to reach out because I didn't want to get back into that world. But then one morning, Jacqueline woke up to a text from Teresa who said she was coming to Las Vegas and hoped to meet. She was like, you can bring Chris. I'm going to have Louie. I sat up and I had to look at it again and I was in such shock. And I showed Chris and I'm like, Teresa wants to meet for coffee. What do you think? And Chris was like, you should sit down. It's been a long time. I think you should sit down and talk to her, hear her out, see what she has to say. And so we agreed to meet her. I was excited to see her and it was just weird when I saw her. We literally it was almost like running towards each other to hug each other. And then we just started talking like no time had passed, nothing. We didn't really address any of the old issues. We were just catching up on everything. This makes me happy. I'm all about this. I think that I don't know what the hell happened with Caroline Manzo. I feel like there's a lot of questionable activity, but at the end of the day, Teresa and Jacqueline, we have Ethel and what is it? Susie and Ethel? Ethel and Elridge? Lucy and Ethel? I don't know what the hell in Ethel it is, but what I do know is I'm excited. I'm always getting excited when I see a little bit of love. Teresa was very genuine and just so sweet. We both kind of just said during the time of the show that we were both going through things in our lives that was very stressful. We had a lot of pressure being on the show, not only from producers, but people in our ears from people on the cast or outside influences and stuff like that. So when you have a lot of people in your ears and you're under a lot of stress and things are happening on the show, you really don't know who to trust. It's very hard to make up and maintain a friendship on a show like that. And although she and Teresa didn't leave off in the best place on New Jersey, Jacqueline said that her recent encounter with Teresa showed a very different side of her. She was much more humbled, very sweet. Her demeanor was very different, and she reminded me of the old Teresa. I was happy to see her, and we picked up like no time had passed, and we were just laughing, talking, catching up, and Gabriella called, so I got to see her, and it was just really nice. Aw, just really nice. Okay, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are, especially at the end of the day. I mean, I know that we were going to talk about the Joe Gorga getting sued for $110,000 for the construction of his new home, but then I realized that we already talked about that. But for Jacqueline Larita saying that Caroline Manzo is not well after Ultimate Girls Trip with Brandi, what are your thoughts and what are your thoughts on this meetup? Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know. And before you go, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye, 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 bye. Love you. See you next time.